This video is sponsored by JJ Drones, the droning veteran, and Chillin' in Indiana Carl. Welcome to Off the Hook Outdoors. I'm Ted, your host. Today I have in my lap the traveling tackle bag. It's loaded with a bunch of gear. So what I'm going to do is I got 5 rods here that I'm going to load up, and then I am going to rig everything up with the baits that are inside here. So I'm going to go through the bait box. I'm going to see what I want, and I'm going to show you how I rig it and what rod I rig it on. So stay tuned. I hope you enjoy the video. Okay guys, so I got 5 rods rigged up, and you know as well as I do that this bag has been in some serious places. So what I'm going to do is try my best to catch fish on these 5 baits. Now I have a Spro frog that I'm going to rig up. I have the white jig. I have the bruiser bait I'm going to rig wacky style. I got the old Zara spook. And I have this, I believe this is a Rapala, a jerk bait. So I'm going to rig these up, and then we're going to go ahead and get out on the water and give these a try. Okay guys, well I got the this bucktail, this white jig bucktail. It's a big one. I'm going to use this on this point here. Shane Flint sent this, and I really wanted to try this, so I'm going to throw this for a little bit. We're going to see what happens. And I also got some top water. I got that Zara spook on, so we're going to try this point a little bit, and then we're going to head down and fish the pats. So stay with us. Alright guys, so we're going to get over, we're going to try to do some frog fishing real quick here. I didn't get anything on this point yet, but like I said, it is a little bit, I don't know what it is, a little bit, it's a little muddy here. So we're going to go over, we're going to try to throw some frogs, and then we'll show you our setup once we get there. I think he's still on there. He's still on? Yep, he's still on there. Alright. He come up and blasted. Look at all them weeds. Huh? Alright guys. Well, I caught one on the KVD Sexy Shad Spro frog. Here we go. Mission accomplished with the frog. We're going to keep working this area though. There's one. There we go. Little baby. Well, we got one. There's a small one here. Jeez, huh? Small little bass. He's as big as the frog. Look at all them weeds. The weeds put up a good fight. Here you go, guys. There's another little bass on a KVD Strike King frog. Stay with us. Alright guys, well we are going to put it away for the night, and then I will be out tomorrow morning right back at it, guys, so stay with us. Good morning, or I should say good afternoon, on this bright, sunny, semi-windy day. This is the morning after my traveling tackle bag debut, and last night I caught 2 on the Spro Frog, the Sexy Shad. That's it. I didn't catch anything else on anything that I had. I'm going to try the same baits that I used yesterday today, and if not, we're going to switch them up. I really wanted to try to catch something on that Shane Flint, that white bucktail jig, but I just don't think it's happening here with that. I'm going to try it again though, but the water is high. It's really muddy again. They had storms this week, so I'm really thinking it's going to be like that, maybe that bruiser bait, stick bait, probably the Spro Frog. So we're going to go out and check it out, so stay with us, come along for the ride. Alright everybody, so what I did was I came out to this point where I want to fish that bruiser bait, that stick bait. It's June bug with a blue tail. I just feel that I can get something off of this point, smallmouth or maybe even a big largemouth. But there's both species hang off of this point along with muskie. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fish this point, and I'm going to fish my way down this rock, this like riprap wall like edge, and then it leads to pads. So right now I'm planning on fishing the bruiser bait stick bait, and then I'm going to fish the Spro Frog, the KVD, or I'm sorry, let me clear myself. Last night I said it was a Spro Frog KVD. Well, KVD and Spro don't, I don't think they're together, and I'm just used to saying Sexy Shad being a KVD color, but I'm using a Spro Frog and Sexy Shad. So let me just clear that up. That's what I'm using. That's what I caught my 2 fish on last night. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna try to get on them. Okay, so we got the, it's a June bug color. It is the bruiser baits. This is a beefy stick bait. It has a hook slot in it, but I rigged a wacky style with the blue tail, and I'm gonna start throwing this down this edge all the way down to where we get to the pad. So stay with us. Hopefully I can get one on this. This is one of my confidence techniques, and it's the first time I'm actually using this besides last night, the bruiser stick bait. So we'll see what happens. Okay, it's very hot this morning, or it's late morning. It's like 11 o'clock. Sun is up pretty high, but the water is so stained here. So I'm glad that that stick bait is that June bug in blue. So we're gonna see if that works on this point here. And then we're gonna work our way down along this rock, and then there's pads down there. So I'm gonna throw that Spro Frog, that Sexy Shad Spro Frog, and see if we can't get some catches here. I only got 2 last night. I had Ace with me last night. This morning, this afternoon, I'm by myself. Right now, I got the travel tackle bag right here. You can see it. There's a bunch of stuff in there, and there's some stuff in there that I would use. So I'm going to try a couple different things out today, and I wanted to catch a couple fish with sort of my comfort base, but I've got a couple of lures in there that I really don't use. I am going to throw, I think, the Shane Flint. They sent a top water, and he sent a big spinner bait, so I may throw them today too. Yep, guys, it's pretty windy out, but we're going to stay at it this morning. I got some guests up at the lake house this weekend, so I'm going to be taking them out also. But I am shooting the travel tackle bag video this weekend, and I only have 1 weekend to do it because my fishing up here is over, and then I start getting ready for vacation down in Ocean City, and then I start getting all my hunting content together. So yeah, I got to get the travel tackle bag done this weekend, so I'm hoping to catch some more fish with the baits in there. And also, I am fishing for the Shane Flint tournament. This is the last weekend for that. So we're going to try. I need a 19 and a 20. And I think Theo, he needs an 18 and a 19. So we can have 5 fish to enter into our into that tournament. So I'm really hoping to accomplish all that this weekend. So we'll see what happens. It is supposed to rain a little later, so that's why I'm out now fishing to try to catch something before like the pre-front. So I'm out here trying to do that now for you guys. So hope you enjoy it and stay with us. Okay, I had a little tab, but I don't know, this big stick bait from Bruiser Baits might be intimidating to these fish up here. We'll see. And I had a little tap. It was like it grabbed the end of it and pulled it. So that was probably a little baby. Or a fish that couldn't get that big old bruiser stick bait in its mouth. We'll be right back. Alright, so I'm going to start, I'm going to throw this stick bait, this this bruiser bait up under these trees going down through here, and then there is a dock, like a cement wall over here that I'm going to fish. Usually there's some good stuff right on the outside in front of that wall, so I'm going to hit that, and then I'm going to start making my way down the shore towards the pads. So this is what I was using, and this is a John and Lindia. They are sponsored by Bruiser Baits and Bass Addiction Gear. That is the June bug with the blue tail. It's a nice big beefy stick bait. It's bigger than the Yamamoto's that I normally use, or my pig sticks, but it's just a beefier bait. And I'm using that because the water's so muddy here that this is a bigger profile, so I'm hoping it moves a little bit more water and you can see this better. I got a few hits down here, but nothing to catch yet. But if you wanted to go over to Small Water Charters and use SWC 20, you can get 20% off Bruiser Baits and Bass Addiction Gear. So go over and check them out. All right, so I stopped here. I tried to fish this point. It's like I said, it is there's some logs and stuff, so I wanted to hit that cover. Didn't get anything, a few little bites, but nothing worthwhile. I had this Head Zero Spook, mini spook or whatever. This is the silver and black, but I'm taking that off. And I thought I seen another topwater bait in here that I want to use. I believe this spook goes with Chris Bogley's and Chris and Crankin' and Yankin'. So I'm going to put this in there. And I don't know if that's really the white one. There is a Head and Baby torpedo in here. But I did see something just a little bit, something that I might want. And I think it's from True Scent. It's almost like a whopper plopper. Let's see where that is. Now there is a fire orange. Where's the whopper plopper? Here it is, right here. I'm going to throw this. No, this isn't a True Scent. This is a whopper plopper right here, and I believe this is a bluegill color. So I'm going to tie that on right now. I'm going to see if I can't get some topwater action, and see if I can't get a fish on this. So let me tie this on real quick here. I'm going to tie it on for you guys, and I'm going to work my way down around that point over there until I hit the pads, and then I'm going to throw that Spro frog again. There we go. And never throw your line in the water. Always put it in your boat. Keep it in your boat or a compartment or something if you have it. Don't throw the water. See all the ducks behind me, as you can see? There's ducks all behind me swimming around and hanging out on these logs. So let me do this and get this all ready to go, and then we're going to work our way around. I think I'm also going to throw on this point one of the baits that I showed you guys yesterday. Let me show you right here. I believe this is a Rapala, like a jerk bait. So let me put this up here. Where's it at? And this is a gold and black, like Rapala jerk bait shad pattern. So I'm going to throw that also. So let's get to fishing. Let's make our way over there, and we'll see what happens. Okay, so I'm around this point here. I'm going to start throwing this whopper plopper, this bluegill pattern. The water's a little muddy, but I usually wouldn't probably throw this color because of the stained water, but I'm going to throw it anyway because there's nothing dark in there, top water to throw. So I'm going to just continue to throw this down this shoreline and all the way over until we get down to those pads. And then I'm going to throw a frog. So stay with me. I normally wouldn't throw the sexy shad frog in these conditions either, but last night down on the other end of the lake, it's actually a little bit more filtered because of all the weeds and stuff over there, so it's a little clear water. So I think that's why that white worked. But we're down here on sort of like the muddy end. This is the outflow area of the lake, so it's a little more stained, well, a lot more stained. And we're going to try the pads down in the corner here. And now this corner, we call it Haley's Corner, because this is where Haley has her real big smallmouth, and she caught her big largemouth for her PB when her and Jason were up here. So we're going to keep throwing this top water. I may throw that bruiser bait, stick bait, just scatter it and fan cast it out. So we'll see what happens. Okay, so I have this whopper plopper on. So I'm going to stop throwing this, and then I am going to take out that jerk bait because I'm on this point here and it's pretty deep out here. We're 10 to 12 foot deep. I'm going to throw this gold jerk bait. I think it's a good color for this water. So we're going to see what happens with this jerk bait here. Let me cast it out there, see what we got going on here. Yeah, I kind of like that. It got a little snagged up right here, but we're going to see. Okay, there we go. All right, so we're going to throw this jerk bait out there, and I'll try a couple different cadences, like, you know, jerking it in, reeling it straight in, and we'll see if we can't get a fish out here in this little bit deeper water. All right, so I switched back to the bruiser stick bait just to throw it in this area. I noticed too it's a bigger bait, but it actually sinks a lot slower than the Yamamoto's. So I don't know if that's a good thing on this point here, if it's getting blown away or not, but we're going to try it out, work our way down to these pads, and see what happens. All right, since I'm not getting any hits with that bruiser, I think it may be a little bit too big of a profile. I don't know. So I'm going to switch up. I know there's some Zooms stick baits in there. I'm going to go with the Zoom stick bait, or another stick bait that's in there, a smaller profile. Just something that I'm used to fishing up here, so maybe I'll get bit with using something like that. I could probably use that big bruiser bait in the weeds and stuff, rigged Texas style. So maybe I'll do something like that later. So, but we're gonna change it up, and I'm gonna put a Zoom stick bait on right now and see if I can't get bit with that. We're coming up to the pads right here, so I'm gonna start throwing the, I'll probably change this bait out after I throw the frog in these pads down here. So stay with us. All right, guys, well, we are here at the pads. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna throw this frog right now, and we'll see if we can't get something. But I'm gonna hit these pads. I may maneuver a little bit better, but I wanna just see if anything on a frog bite is here. I just got mauled by a nice fish, guys. Oh, this is on the Spro. Where do you see this fish, guys? This is a nice fish. Sorry, I just threw the frog out and I was getting ready to do this here. Let me see if I can't get him in there. Bam! This is a big fish, guys. Hold on one second. Let me get him in here. Look at this. Boom, baby. That is a fish and a half there, guys. And it is on the Spro frog. He come out of the water and crushed the sexy Spro frog. This is a big fish. I'm gonna probably have to measure this. Let me anchor the boat here. I wish you would have got the hook set on that, but that is a big fish right there, guys. So let's measure it up, see what it is for Shane Flint. Oh man, I just threw it in and I jerked it one time, and that fish come flying out of the water. So let's see here. Oh God. Let's see. Come on. So this fish, I'm gonna have to record. Oh yeah. So it is 19, and that's what I need, a 19 and a 20, believe it or not. So I am going to take a picture of this for the Shane Flint tournament. I don't want it to come out of here. Come on, don't fall out of the water. Don't go out of the water. Don't go out. Just spined me. Let me put it on photo, and then I'm going to get this into live well because I'm going to show some people. Okay. So it is 19 inches, guys. That is awesome. And let me weigh him real quick. I'm gonna put him in a live well and show the kids. 4.1 3/4 ounces. So that is a nice fish right there, guys. All right, I'm gonna put him in live well because I want to take him back to show the kids. All right, so that was a Shane Flint fish. That's a 19-inch, 4.1 pound, 4 pound, 1 ounce largemouth on the Spro Sexy Shad from the Traveling Tackle Bag. So that's pretty awesome. So we are going to continue fishing. I'm actually going to go back and show everybody the fish, and then I want to get them back out here and release them. But I know there's a couple people that want to come out today, so I got the 19. I'm going to turn that into the Shane Flint tournament. Now I need a 20, guys. Now if I can get Theo out here, but he's playing football with his friends and cousins, I'm going to try to get him out here today to get on one. So stay with me, and I hope you're enjoying the video. So guys, so what happened was I just got in here. I'm messing around. I threw the frog a couple times. I threw it over there, and I was getting ready to record. And then all of a sudden, boom, I see this fish come flying out of the water and take it. I had to set the hook, and then I recorded. And that's the result, the 19-inch, 4.1 pound. So we're just going to fish here a couple more minutes, and then I'm going to go back. Should probably get a couple people to come out. But I did accomplish my goal. I got a fish for the Shane Flint tournament on the Traveling Tackle Bag video, so that's awesome. And I'm pretty excited about that, but now I need to get a 20-inch bass to have all 5 in the tournament. And I'd really like I said, to get my son. There's a fish that just come up and hit it real light. I'd like to get my son out here to catch him also. So we're gonna go back. I am gonna film with people on the boat, so stay tuned for that. I know it's a little bit harder, filming with 4 people on the boat, but I promised them to come out, and we're gonna do some more bass fishing, and if we get one, we get one. If not, that's okay. So stay with us. All right, guys, so we're getting off the boat right now because we do have some lightning and thunder coming. So we are going to go up, take a break for a little bit, come off the water, and then I'll be back out to hit it again, hopefully this afternoon or later on this evening. So stay with us, and we'll see you in a bit.